Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Monday, April 1st, 2024. So here it is, April Fool's Day. One of those pranky, punky kind of days. It's on a Monday, which always kind of feels like a prank and a punk to us, depending on our schedule and life. So it'll be interesting to see what our messages are going to be for this April Fool's Day. I also want to mention that we are at the third quarter moon, or the the waning half of the moon. So we're kind of halfway between our full moon, which brought us the lunar eclipse. We're moving into our solar eclipse season a week from now at the time of the new moon, which is going to bring, I think, big changes for us. We're in, the middle of eclipse season and things are shifting. And these messages are here to help guide us through this. So this deck that we're working with this week is called The Secret Garden by Jessica Lee. She says, enchanting messages from quiet spaces. And on the back of the card, you can see that this is a deck from Rockpool out of Australia. And I love it. I've had it for quite a while, and I just love the beautiful, simple, short messages. It's not complicated, doesn't have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 page guidebook. It's got a keyword and a phrase to help guide you. And sometimes that's what we need. And this wasn't the deck that I planned on using. I had a different plan in place, but that didn't work out. And I realized it's because I was meant to use this deck. We are shifting into spring energy, and that means gardens, planting, secret gardens, if you will. And I think this is the perfect deck for this week. So I do want to leave you or read a little quote from you from the book, The Secret Garden, which doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this deck. The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett says, if you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a secret garden. And of course, that makes me think of liminal spaces in the way that I love liminal spaces. Doorways, gateways, pathways. These are wonderful transition spaces where I believe we're open to learning. And that's what these cards help us do. So let us take a look at our cards for the day. So as always, for this 2-card daily reading, I look at 2 things. I look at the energy of the day, which is the force that's directed towards us from the universe. And then we have the focus, which is our intention, effort, or response that we put into that energy. Also being aware that this is April 1st and April Fool's Day. So we'll see what messages we have. And as I say, it's April Fool's Day. Sometimes it's kind of an uneasy day. Like, are you getting punked by somebody, or are you the one who's out there punking people? I always open a circle of light, love, and protection around these readings, which protects myself and everyone watching these readings. So you are protected in this reading. So let us look at our energy for today, and then let us look at our focus for today. And we will see what we're going to do with these energies at the beginning of this month of April. Like I said, we've got this waning moon phase that we're going through. All right, perfect. So our card, or our energy card, is transform. And the message, I'm trying to get that, hold that still so it can focus. It says, rise above any situation and become the best version of you. Transform. And I did mention at the beginning of the reading that we're in, this waning moon. So we're right between, or it's also called the third quarter moon, but we are right between full moon and new moon. And so it happens to be that those are both eclipses, a lunar eclipse followed by a solar eclipse. And eclipses are about change and transformation. So here we are, smack in the middle of this energy, and we get the transform card, and it's telling us that the information and energy of transformation is coming at us. And it's also telling us, rise above any situation and become the best version of you. So know that this energy is here to help us, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels unsteady, even if it feels like you're surfing in a hurricane, to borrow a quote from Jimmy Buffett. transform. This is the energy coming at us. So let us look at our focus and see how we're going to deal with this transformation energy today. So we have beginnings. Don't be afraid to start small is the message. But so we're getting information on transformation coming at us. And so when you're transforming, you leave something behind and you start something new. And that is the beginning. And here it says, don't be afraid to start small. Even the smallest step is a step forward on a new path. The first action on a new project. It doesn't have to be big. It can just be, I'm going to buy a notebook to write my ideas down for this project. Those are small steps that get you going in the right direction. I don't know what I expected for this message today from April 1st, this punky, weird April Fool's Day, but this is a beautiful message of transformation and new beginnings and not being afraid to weather the transformation. Start small, take a little step at a time, and you will find great transformation coming for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you've connected with it in some way. I think it's beautiful. I'm really excited. I'm happy to say goodbye to the month of March. And move into April now. So yay, April. I am ready for you. Please like, please subscribe, please share these videos. Please leave comments. I would love to hear what you think about this deck. I think it's just such a fun little deck. I've actually given this deck as gifts to people. Probably more than any other thing I've gifted to people. I just think it's a nice little way to like break the ice into oracle cards. I think it's a good deck that you can use for young adults or even children because it's simple, it's not too complicated, and for the most part gives you really positive information and messages. So anyways, thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me. My name is Stacy. Have a wonderful day.